A bunch of people texting me and emailing this morning to say, hey, you're going to have Governor Walker on? I said, yeah. Will you please ask him about what the National Review article from David French and what Russia's been talking about when they were talking about on Fox, the home invasion of some of your supporters? What was that all about? What happened?
Well, you've seen a full-out attempt in many ways. Whether the recall of the protest, in this case, this was an attempt by prosecutors to come out, and I think, as they clearly pointed out, there were real questions about the constitutionality of much of what they did, but it was really about trying to intimidate. It should be chilling enough that it shouldn't be just conservatives that are concerned about. Frankly, anyone who's concerned about the overreach. I said, even if you're a liberal Democrat, you should look at that and be frightened to think, if the government can do that against people on one political persuasion, they can do it against anybody. And more often than not, we need protection from the government itself.
Well, all right. So what was their pretext? I mean, you had a dozen police officers. They were carrying a battering ram. They rifled through people's belongings. They left things strewn all over the place. They warned the people that they couldn't even talk about this. Don't talk to your lawyer. Don't talk to anybody about it. Don't talk to your friends.
Yeah, they were looking for just about anything. I mean, I think it was, as I pointed out at the time, it was largely a political witch hunt. They were looking for anything, and their contention was that they wanted to try and see if there were efforts coordinated, when it was very clear that they weren't. In fact, the very things that many of my supporters have been working on with us was about supporting the ideas, supporting the message of what we had accomplished, the positive reforms. It's why I tell people we over the last 4 years and what we've done have shown that we can fight and win, whether it's win on the political battles with 3 elections for governor, whether it's win on the policy battles in terms of everything from Act 10 to photo ID for voting to making Wisconsin a right-to-work state, to any number of other tax cuts, regulatory reform, you name it, funding Planned Parenthood, cancel the doctor. We've done it all. And so in this case, also winning in court, we won. We had 10 challenges against our Act 10 reforms and 10 challenges in both federal and state court, and we won on each of those as well. So we're not going to back down.